Okay, let's talk about ceiling lights. But I want you to forget everything you think you know. In this guide, we're diving into how to totally revolutionize your space with the right lighting. We're going to show you how choosing the right LED panel can save you money, sure, but also actually improve how you feel. It's time to get smart about light.
This right here, this is the single most important idea to get. We're not just talking about swapping out a light bulb. Modern LED panels are a complete system for managing light. Instead of those harsh, ugly shadows you get from old spotlights, these panels use a special diffuser to create this beautiful, soft, even light that just transforms the whole vibe of a room. It's a total game changer.
And really, this shift is nothing short of a revolution. I mean, think about it. For decades, the standard was those awful, buzzing, flickering fluorescent tubes or bulbs that just lit up one little spot. Moving to LED panels is like stepping into a whole new era of clean, uniform, and incredibly efficient.
Now, let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets really interesting. A typical old office fixture with 4 of those fluorescent tubes can suck up almost 90 watts of power. A modern LED panel that gives you better light, it uses just 40 watts. That's more than a 50% drop in energy use. We're talking about serious savings on your electricity bill year after year.
That honestly, the savings go way beyond just your energy bill. A good LED panel is rated for up to 50,000 hours. You know what that means? It means no more climbing up on a ladder to swap out flickering tubes or busted starters. You put it in once, and you can forget about it for years. The amount of time and hassle you save is just enormous.
So yeah, the benefits are pretty clear. But when you start looking, there are so many options. How in the world do you actually choose the right one? Well, this next section is your simple step-by-step guide to making the perfect call for your space.
First things first, the most critical question is super simple. Where are you putting this light? The needs for a professional office are a world away from what you want in a cozy living room or a busy kitchen. This one answer right here is going to shape every other decision you make.
For most professional spots, the choice is actually a no-brainer. The 60 by 60 centimeter panel is the industry standard, period. Why? Because it's designed to pop perfectly into the grid of a suspended ceiling, the kind you see in pretty much every modern office. It makes the whole installation process seamless and clean.
Okay, but what if you don't have one of those grid ceilings? The next big question is, what's your ceiling actually made of? Is it a solid slab of concrete, or is it plasterboard? You might know it as drywall or knauf. The answer tells you exactly how you're going to install the panel.
So this basically sends you down one of 2 paths. If you've got plasterboard, you're going to want a recessed panel. You cut a hole, and it sits perfectly flush, held in by spring clips for the super clean, minimalist look. If you have solid concrete, the answer is a surface-mounted panel. It comes in its own frame that attaches right to the ceiling. You get that modern look without any heavy-duty construction.
All right, time for a little insider knowledge, because not all panels are created equal. You've got edge-lit panels where the LEDs are just around the frame. This lets them be incredibly thin. But then you have backlit panels with LEDs spread out all behind the surface. These are usually more efficient, and this is the key part. They don't suffer from that ugly yellowing that you can see on cheaper edge-lit panels after a couple of years. For long-term quality, backlit is almost always the smarter bet.
Okay, let's get into the weeds a bit. We're going to look at the technical details that separate a really high-quality panel from a cheap piece of junk. If you understand these next few points, you'll be able to shop like a pro.
You might see this code on a box, UGR less than 19, and just ignore it. Don't. It stands for Unified Glare Rating, and it measures how much glare a light creates. In an office, this is absolutely critical. It's what stops that annoying reflection on your computer screen that makes your eyes work overtime, leading to headaches and that drained feeling at the end of the day. This isn't just a feature, it's a health and safety standard.
Have you ever bought a shirt that looked like one color in the store, but when you got it outside, it looked totally different? Well, that's bad CRI, or Color Rendering Index. A low CRI makes colors look dull and washed out. You should always look for a CRI above 80. That ensures that everything in your room, from your furniture to your food, looks its true, natural, vibrant color.
This is another one that's all about your well-being. Cheap LED lights can have an invisible, high-speed flicker. You can't see it with your eyes, but your brain picks it up, and it causes this low-level, subconscious strain that can make you feel tired for no reason. Flicker-free technology gives you a perfectly stable stream of light. It's essential for any room where you spend a lot of time.
Now, the actual color of the light, we measure that in Kelvin, sets the whole mood. 3000 K is that warm, cozy, yellowish light, perfect for relaxing in a living room. 4000K is kind of the Goldilocks zone. It's a neutral, natural white that's awesome for focus in offices and kitchens. Then you have 6500K, which is a very cool bluish white. You really only want that for places like garages or workshops where you need maximum clarity.
Okay, listen up because this one is all about safety. The IP rating tells you how sealed a light is against dust and water. A standard panel is IP20, which is fine for a dry room. But if you put that in a bathroom, the steam and moisture can get inside and cause a short circuit. That's a huge risk. So for any damp area, you absolutely have to get a panel with a rating of IP44 or higher. It's sealed for your protection.
So as we start to pull all of this together, it becomes pretty clear that choosing a light isn't just buying something for your ceiling. It's a real investment in your comfort, your productivity, and even your health. So let's make sure you make the right one.
And here it is, your final checklist for buying smart. Before you buy anything, just run through this list. Know your space and your ceiling type. Pick the shape you want. And please prioritize your health. Check for that low UGR, high CRI, and flicker-free tech. Double-check the IP rating if it's for a damp area. And here's one last pro tip. Try to find a model with a replaceable driver. It's the part most likely to fail eventually, and being able to just swap it out is a massive plus.
At the end of the day, this is the bottom line. Light is fundamental to our lives. It completely dictates your mood, it affects your ability to focus, and it can totally transform how you experience a space. It's one of the most powerful and yet most overlooked parts of our environment.
Ultimately, the light you choose is the light you're going to live and work under day in and day out. This isn't just about making a room brighter, it's about creating the right environment for your life. So the question really is, are you ready to make a choice that's going to pay off for years to come?